broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. O'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
The following broadcast is an official production of the Faulkner Sports Network.
Oh, and takes the kill right there. Now there's only one guy left. He knows exactly where he is. Throws grenade. Nice! Excellent.
Yes.
Dish gonna try to slip around the back here. Oh, gets one. And a second!
It's around. Down.
Really?
Yeah, just down to Will, who's the only one left.
Looks like we got
All right, takes two though.
kills. 3.
Wow.
It's all down to Brandon and Cole now. Fires at one guy coming off his balcony. Gets one kill. Oh my gosh, the long-range headshot with the pistol. Looks like CornPop's trying to set up a long shot here, but doesn't even have op. He's just got a rifle. Oh, wow. And does. What a shot.
The equivalent of Molly from counter terrorist. Oh, nice read on that first pick.
Nice.
And the second.
Nice.
Hey everybody, and thank you so much for being here with us on our broadcast for the CSGO or CS2 game, I should say, tonight. Still getting used to the new name for the game. This one's going to be against the University of South Florida. The Bulls are going to be playing us this evening, and they've already set up the Faceit server. So it's going to be the two of us. I'm head coach Caleb Colquitt. All right, so Titus and I are going to be bringing you all the action this evening. Thank you so much for being with us tonight as we go ahead and view Faulkner's first ever Counter-Strike 2 game. Of course, Counter-Strike 2 recently being updated from Counter-Strike Global Offensive. So we're really excited to see all of this and see how this goes. This is going to be a brand new format for us, so we're looking forward to seeing how it turns out. So while we're waiting on them, because we actually had a little bit of a snafu with the Faceit servers. They were down for a little bit after the game update. We're hoping that that has resolved itself and it should be done pretty quickly. But while we're waiting on that, let's go ahead and meet our players. Let's go live into Regitar USA high-res arena to see what's going on in there. So you can see there, they're kind of helping one another get the servers done. But on the far left side over there, that is SuperDish, Brandon Dishmon. And then in the middle, just sitting directly next to him, that is our newest player. That is going to be Creed Spivey, who in the game just goes by ItsCreed, which, you know, very self-explanatory.
Yeah.
Like that, like the simple gamer tags. And helping him right there, who will not be seated there for the remainder of the game, but will be on the other side of the arena. That's actually FolkHydra, William Howard. So he's over there helping out his teammate, making sure that he understands how to use the server. And then here on the other side, we have RapterKlaw. That's Ethan Dixon, and he's going ahead and getting everything ready. You see Will running back over there to the other side. And then in the middle, finally, that is the captain of the team. That is CornPop, Cole, who is getting everybody ready. So we've got him, Cole Armstrong, just getting everybody situated and on point. And he's been really fantastic this year at getting everybody ready for the transition, really working with them to make sure that they understand the differences in CSGO and CS2 and helping us to make that adjustment. He's been really fantastic at helping the team do that. So welcome in, Titus, and thank you so much for being with us this evening.
Thank you for having me.
So you actually are relatively new to CSGO. This will be the first official Faulkner game you've ever seen, correct?
Yes.
So you actually, I believe it was Dish that got you into CSGO a little bit?
Yeah, he got me into it, being my mentor and all. He,
Right.
just kind of drug me along.
Yeah, he has a way of doing that, But yeah, so we certainly do appreciate you being in here, and we're looking forward to seeing how the guys do. For those of you who don't know, Titus is actually a part of our Smash Bros team. So he's not on the CSGO team, but does have an interest in it. We appreciate him being willing to come here and do the color commentary for the game this evening. So just looking at all of the computers right now, I don't know that we have a way to spectate just yet, but they are getting everything done. Did want to talk to the audience a little bit about the format of tonight's game. So the game has changed, but the rules for the National Association of Collegiate Esports, which we belong to, has actually remained largely the same. So the only major difference that came with CS2, and it was actually something you and I were talking about earlier, is that NACE has officially banned agents, which honestly, I agree with that decision. I kind of see why they want to do that, because you don't want alternate skins coming in and confusing people.
Hard to know who's on whose team.
Exactly. So what they've done is they've just they don't want to throw anybody off. They do the same thing in Overwatch. I don't know if you knew that, but
I did not.
Yeah, so in Overwatch, you're not allowed to use alt skins. You have to use default skins.
Huh.
And I do believe they're open to, you can use either their Overwatch 1 or Overwatch 2 skin. But it looks like they're actually in-game now. Not everybody has joined, so they may not be ready for that just yet. But, Michael, do we have an IP address? Have you been able to put that in? Not yet? Okay. Well, they should be doing that soon. Hopefully. But I think they're just doing warm-up right now. But we'll get you to the action here in just a second, and we do have a backup plan in case for whatever reason this doesn't work. But we will be sure to get that sorted out in a second. So they're currently just getting everything loaded up, making sure that there's no lag, and it looks like I think they're actually getting the IP address, so we should be able to see them. Hopefully. In the meantime, though, I did want to mention that there are a few big changes to CSGO and CS2. First of all, now they have what's called the sub-tick system. So instead of having the ticks, which is the amount of time it takes to have the data sent to the server and then sent back to the PC that's playing on, they actually have sub-ticks, so there's a little bit less lag between the command and the act. And that has caused a problem for a lot of people because it's actually messed up their shooting. Because of the way that the gun reacts and the recoil reacts, they haven't been able to do so exactly the way that they did in CSGO. So it's sort of like what we were talking about in Smash Bros. That sometimes the thing that you run into is that even players that would be able to play each other on even footing if they were in person, they run into problems if they're playing online because there's just a hint of lag on the online server. And you can see how that throws you off in Smash Bros. It's similar in CSGO as well.
It's almost like playing a whole new game.
Yep. In many ways it can be. So we will hopefully be able to resolve that fairly quickly. I'll tell you what we'll do, just to get an update and make sure everything's running smoothly. We'll go ahead and get our producer to queue up a quick 1-minute break just to test everything out. We will get you to the action here in just a second. So we'll go ahead and take a break now, and we'll try to have that, try to have the game ready for you in just 1 moment. Stay with us.
I wanted to take my career to a higher level, so I searched for an MBA program that fits my schedule, that's accredited, and aligns with my Christian values. I found the perfect MBA at Faulkner University. Faulkner's MBA program consists of 10 5-week courses completely online, and the quality of instruction is excellent. Imagine how earning your MBA degree can help boost your career and get you to where you want to be. Visit faulkner.edu/advance to learn how you can get started.
Bless the corners of this house and be the lintel blessed. Bless the hearth and every board and each place of rest, and every door that opens wide to stranger as to kin, and every crystal window pane that lets the starlight in. At home, I'm going home for solace and safety, home where the world will not break me, home. Never forsake me, take me home.
Preparing leaders for the River region and beyond, Faulkner University's Harris College of Business is distinctively different, focusing on ethics and character development in the classroom and building ethical foundations with our new Ethics Institute. Living the mission of Faulkner University to glorify God through education of the whole person, emphasizing integrity of character in a caring Christian environment where every individual matters every day.
As a student at the Harris College of Business, I saw firsthand the mission of Faulkner University. My professors there not only taught me, but they also mentored me. They encouraged me. They cared for me. They instilled character and integrity into me. I mattered every day. That mission hasn't changed. Harris College of Business continues to provide its students with the tools they need to succeed in today's business world.
Training tomorrow's teachers, ministers, and scientists, guiding future business leaders to positively impact our global economy, teaching healthcare professionals to improve patient outcomes, coaching athletes to give their best on and off the field, men and women learning how to succeed wherever their dreams take them. That's Faulkner University. With over 70 undergraduate and graduate degree programs, you'll find your calling, all in a Christian learning environment. Faulkner University. Discover more at faulkner.edu.
Did you know that 100% of Faulkner's computer science graduates
since 2014 have found jobs
in their fields within 6 months of graduating?
It's a great time to be a computer scientist. Everyone is walking around with a computer in their pocket in the form of a smartphone, and it takes software developers to make those things work.
I built church websites, and through the training and instruction that I received from Faulkner, I was able to go right into my career after graduation.
It laid a solid foundation for what you need to know.
I'm getting a lot of hands-on experience within my field, and also they're just giving me a wide variety of options of things that I might want to pursue in the future.
In the state of Alabama alone, there are over 4,000 tech-related jobs available. And the preparation that you receive at Faulkner University will allow you to go to work almost anywhere as a software developer. It's a great time to be a Faulkner Eagle, and it's a great time to be a computer scientist. I hope you'll come and join us.
All right, welcome back, everybody. We were able to fix the issue, though, so it should be up in just a second. What's going to happen is they're on a 2-minute delay, so it won't start up immediately. But Michael, our producer, is watching it, and we will just keep you here for the next couple of minutes while all of that is panning out. So they will be starting the match, and then after that happens, we will go ahead and bring that action to you right away. So as we're working on that, I may have to step away from the mic here for just a second to help out with that, because this is a new system, and I'm not even great at knowing exactly how that's going to work. But we can go ahead and take a quick look again inside Regitar USA High Res Arena and see how the team is doing right now. They've just started their first match, so we can go ahead and take a look in there. Yeah, so you can see there, they've already started, very intense. So they're just going to be starting up in just a moment. And so what we're doing here, we can go ahead and look at the other side. Yeah, so you can see there the captain and the two of them waiting on that. So we're going to get into gameplay right now. It looks like they just started, so we can go ahead and pull that up. Right, so you can see there, we are actually going to be on the other side. So we're getting ready for pistol round here in a second. So he's going to be going down vents here and gets the first kill. All right, so South Florida wins the first round. So pistol round is out of the way. All right, so we've got the third round underway here. Already South Florida taking a pretty big lead against the Eagles. But, you know, 2 rounds, especially with the swingy as this game is, definitely not something that they wouldn't be able to handle. So we've got FolkHydra and RapterKlaw moving in here. And it looks like they're going to be playing outside here, which is interesting because their strategy has been not to play the outside game much. South Florida trying to get this angle on them from inside A. And SuperDish trying to make some noise here around where Secret is. And Emu going to be fighting him. Not going to be doing much for Liberty Insurance after that. And a couple quick kills here. SuperDish getting the headshot, but Zebra unfortunately headshotting RapterKlaw as well. So fight here really starting to get really rambunctious around. Oh, and another headshot by FolkHydra. Excellent kill by him. Unfortunately, that's going to wind up with a South Florida victory with eliminations. But Faulkner did hurt their economy quite a bit there, getting 4 kills. So, definitely a loss, but not as big a loss as it could have been.
I don't know very many people who go double pistol.
Yeah, the dualies are not the more popular one, but it's not a terrible option if you don't have a ton of econ. And I think that that may actually be the result of what the Eagles were doing there. They really hurt their economy, and because of that, dualies may have been the only thing you could afford other than just a standard pistol.
Yeah.
See, and now we see FolkHydra kind of camping up here on high with the rifle. And CornPop smoking back behind A. And RapterKlaw trying to get through Hutch, but not able to do so. And they're going to send a frag grenade that actually almost takes out his own teammate. So a little tactical mistake there by South Florida.
Always love to see them.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not upset with it at all. Oh, but gets RapterKlaw through Hutch. As soon as the smoke cleared, he saw him right there. Good play by him. And now the Eagles are down 3 to 4. Oh, wow.
Ooh.
But 2 kills there. Man, what a shot. And now we're at a 3v3. So Faulkner could very well make a comeback here. Oh, but unfortunately catches them in the back right there as they're trying to move through. And now that South Florida has control of bomb and only 30 seconds left on the clock, this one's going to be hard for the Eagles to come back from. Not only that, now they're a man down. It's a shame, too, because Faulkner was making quite a rally here, but now that they control bomb, I think you're going to probably see them just try to save. Nope.
Hey.
Never mind. South Florida able to get the elimination there. So CornPop has bomb now.
Always wondered about his name.
CornPop? Well, he's a bad dude. Runs with some bad boys. Do you not know? Do you honestly not know about his name?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
It comes from a speech that Joe Biden gave a couple years ago when he was on the campaign trail about this guy he used to know named CornPop. That's the reference. So whenever I say CornPop was a bad dude, it's because that's what Joe Biden says. He says, CornPop was a bad dude. So yeah, that's the reference. Little political education for those of you who didn't ask for it. All right. And it looks like Dish is hiding in smoke, but takes a little bit of damage standing right there on the edge of B ramp. And FolkHydra trying to make some noise outside, trying to divert the rest of the team while his fellow terrorists slip into what looks like they're going for a B stand
instant
here.
headshot.
Yep. Oh, nice shot by CornPop.
Yeah, I've played a little bit with him. He's really good.
Oh, he is. He knows what he's doing. Oh, and doing a little pre-firing there. And bomb is dropped. If South Florida gets control of bomb, that is not going to be good. All right, playing the waiting game here. Oh no, gets him right through the doorway there. Good angle. CornPop coming up through vents. Oh, Comes out shooting, but
Dang.
unfortunately he was at a disadvantage there with his peak. So that's going to be another win from South Florida. But you know, I will say this, because I know you weren't here last year, Titus, but last year Faulkner really struggled to make any noise on CS2. Now at least they are getting some hits and, you know, actually making a little bit of noise here, because last season we were struggling to get anything. So the fact that they are making kills and getting rounds that are close, that kind of thing, is really quite a testament to how much work they've done.
Honestly, I wouldn't have been able to. I wouldn't have known that if they hadn't, that they didn't do well.
Yeah, but we're seeing quite a bit of improvement here, and you can tell that they've really matured as a team. Even right there with Dish taking the shot and CornPop getting another kill. So now Faulkner with a little bit of an advantage. It's a 4v3. And they're going to go down secret. RapterKlaw is going to slip through here. Hopefully he can hit his target. Oh no. Oh. And he gets 2 kills right back to back. He knew that he must have figured out they were coming down secret. So now FolkHydra going to flash and try to retreat. All right. Good kill. So now we've at least evened the odds. CornPop able to get the kill there. Now he's going to come up through vent, and we have to figure out if he's going to be able to spot him. All right, Zebra's in hutch. There he goes. Ooh. Got to the kill, and bomb has been planted. Now it's just a game of keep away. All up to Will now. Can he keep him from defusing? Come on, Will.
Got this, Will.
He's going to throw frag grenade. Oh, and unfortunately dies. He probably has enough time to defuse. Yeah, and he has a defusal kit.
Dang.
Shoot. Good effort by Will, but just came up a little bit short there at the tail end. Heck of a round played by him, though. Just wasn't able to seal the deal.
Typically, how long does it take to defuse the bomb?
So a bomb defusal takes about 12 seconds if you don't have a defusal kit. It takes about 5 if you do. And he had one, so he only needed about 5 seconds. Remember, all of the bomb, it takes 40 seconds for it to dip. So he might have been okay with the bomb being in smoke and everything if he had had less time, but with that much time, he could have just waited for smoke to dissipate if he wanted to.
Yeah.
He wound up not doing that, but could have, in theory. And an iceberg with op here trying to control outside. Faulkner already at a big disadvantage here.
Ooh.
It's a lot easier to control outside with op, and you see he's coming to the back of heaven here.
I find it funny that half the people on their team have animal names.
Oh, emu, zebra, yeah. I wonder if that was like a theme they all decided on.
And then you have ostrich.
Yep. Well, we have raptor. It's an animal. It's an extinct animal, but an animal nonetheless.
Well, you have a hydra.
I don't think those were ever real, though. Or were they?
Felt bad for people living back then if they were.
Yeah. Or, like, if you're in the Marvel universe, there's that. Alright, so they're going to play the angle here. CornPop just barely staying out of his sights, and unfortunately, he gets hit. Ah, and that's going to be a round. Shoot. Very good round for South Florida with 4 surviving members. Faulkner only able to take a single kill off of them in that one. Alright, so
how many rounds do they play?
So they're playing 2-13. So it'll be 24 rounds total. and whoever gets to 13 first wins. Unless they tie, in which case overtime. Alright, so he uses smoke to dispel the molly there. To dispel, you can tell him an RPG.
Don't know how that works.
Yeah. Dispel's a very common spell in RPG games where you negate a magic spell. So, I don't know if that was the best terminology for that moment, but it's the one I'm going with.
It works.
Yeah, so you're seeing a battle of throwables there. Oh no, and SuperDish actually hits his teammate Hydra in the back of the head while he's trying to go up to use his utility. And Dish unfortunately winds up getting killed himself. So now it's just down to CornPop, and I don't know who else is still alive. Yeah, and by the way, I would just like to take this moment, because this is a good example of it, to apologize to our audience. We've never used spectator mode in CS2. Oh, and CornPop gets a kill here. We didn't know what size to make the scoreboard. Alright, and CornPop has op and throws flashbang. Can CornPop make a stand here? He doesn't have much health left, so he's going to have to be very cautious in order to make that happen. Not going to be able to just pull that one out of his hat. So you can see the other team trying to make a whole bunch of noise to distract him, but CornPop going for the bait, hiding out here in secret. I don't know how they know he's there. Yeah, and runs out of time, but CornPop wisely saves and is at least going to keep his op. So maybe they can make some noise here in the second round.
Yeah, that's probably the only option he had.
Yeah, I mean, when it's a 4v1, you don't go after that. It's just much smarter to save your money. The fact that he had op on top of that, it makes much more sense to just save. Alright, gonna throw flash. By the way, I should mention that, oh, never mind. Oh, they just passed each other, and I don't think that they saw one another. So Emu was hiding on top of door. Very smart play by him. Unfortunately, it ends in a kill for their team. And very quickly, they have 2 kills on the Faulkner side. But SuperDish evens it up. Well, somewhat. Still a 2v3. And CornPop takes the shot. Unfortunately, isn't able to get the kill. Dude is deadly accurate with op.
Oh yeah, I've had the experience of being hit with it.
Oh yeah.
Many times.
You're just walking and then you're dead. Alright. Nice play by SuperDish with only 8 health taking a kill. Now they only have 1 left. Can they find him? So here's Emu. He's the only one left, and he's about to, looks like he's about to try to go up vents. And uh-oh. There he is. Look out, guys. Oh. And takes Dish, unfortunately. Man, so close.
Damn,
that was
so close.
That was just very fortunate timing, because he didn't know where they were. I mean, obviously on our screen we can see where everybody is. But they can't see that. So that was just really bad luck on the Eagles' part. They didn't necessarily do anything wrong. It was just he happened to come up at Vince at exactly the right time.
Right as they had their backs turned.
Yep. Because they didn't know where he was. Because, I mean, for all they knew, he was actually hiding out in heaven or about to come through Squeaky. And so because of that, they had to just be very careful about where they were. Or not Squeaky, I don't know, Hutch. They just happened to be looking the wrong way when he did that. And it's just a tough break for the Eagles on that round. They had that one in the bag.
Yeah. that standing right above the door has worked so well for them.
Yeah, so what they're doing is they're getting their teammate to boost them, and then they can just jump on top of the door and stand there. So you do have to have 2 players to make it happen, but you can do it. Alright, so FolkHydra gets 1 kill. Still, that is the first kill of the round. They are badly outnumbered here. And it doesn't make much sense to save because they're going to trade here in a second anyway. And now they're down to a 4v1, so it is all up to FolkHydra now. He is not in a great position. The other team has control of the bomb site and bomb. I don't think they know where he is, though. Which, granted, they don't have to. They only have 16 seconds left on the clock, but...
Yeah.
Oh, wait, they just found him. Yep.
Well.
And they're going to get that one by elimination. So, Eagles need to do something drastic here to turn the tide. They only have a couple rounds, and it would be really nice if they had at least one win on terrorists. And they only have 2 rounds left to make that happen. Alright, they're going to go through vents here. It's interesting that they've decided to play outside, because that's something they haven't done much.
Yeah, I remember whenever I practiced with them we always went in.
So RapterKlaw, now the last man standing, and they know where he is, so he can't hide. Yep. That's going to be it. Only we're able to get 1 elimination there.
They have such team play.
Yeah, they do have good team play. I think with that one, maybe they just need to practice outside more, because it's kind of like a football team that has a really good running game. It's okay to rest on your running game, but it's not okay to only have a running game, because then they just know you're going to run the ball every play. So
yeah.
That's the only analogy I could come up with. That's them not playing outside, I think it's kind of showing there that they have not practiced much outside, so they need to at least be able to do it competently so that they can throw people off, so they don't know that they're going inside every time. Alright, some pre-firing there, but unfortunately Ostrich plays the angle better and is able to get the kill, and Zebra takes out RapterKlaw, and SuperDish and RapterKlaw are able to take out Zebra, so they traded there. Iceberg with Op trying to shoot through the fire and the flames. But, you know, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense for Faulkner to save here, because, I mean, at this point you just go for broke, because they're going to have to trade here in a second anyway.
Yeah.
And their econ will be reset, so it makes no sense to save. They just got to go for it. Black Nile setting up outside, trying to set up a snipe. And there's FolkHydra hanging out on ladder. There's a lot of people watching that position, so he's not going to have an easy time of it. Alright, gets one. But
good
now
kill
they
there.
now they know where he is.
Yeah.
And they get him through that hole. I hate that thing. I've gotten killed through that so many times. And the fact that they had a shotgun makes a big difference there. Alright, so now we've switched sides, and Faulkner is now on the CT side, so we're going to see how they play on defense. So that'll be fun. Okay, so starting out very aggressive, going down vents. And through vents, they're already planting on B. So now it's just up to Faulkner to actually go on the offensive. Not sure what's going on there. RapterKlaw kind of hanging out outside. And in comes Zebra with the dualies. Bought dualies on pistol round. Kind of surprising. And they're able to take pistol round, and that means because they won everyone in the first one, that's all they needed to secure victory for the first set. So, unfortunately, that's going to be it for that round. We'll just have to wait for them to go into the next one. So, Titus, what were some of the things that you saw that they could really work on and maybe were the cause of them not being able to pull this one away?
Main probably would just be outside play. They weren't really able to control the outside or do well outside. Once they got stuck outside, it was almost game over. They were easy to like pick off.
Yeah, and I think that if they had been able to secure some of the sites much faster, so in other words, not that, because I mean, obviously you start outside, so you have to play some outside. That was an issue, but I think the bigger problem that I saw as well was they just had a really hard time getting to site before the other team did.
Yeah.
And because of that, like you actually saw in the last round there, that they were able to do that much more effectively than the other than Faulkner was by just getting to site and setting up before the others. Now, granted, you know, they were on the CT side, so the CT has a little bit of favorability there, and Nuke does lean pretty heavy CT. But still, it was an unfortunate disadvantage that the Eagles found themselves in. All right, so we should be able to get underway here just in a couple minutes. I don't know if we actually have to go with a different IP address or it will load automatically. Michael, what are you seeing on the computer there? I tell you what we'll do is we'll just go ahead and reset because I need to make sure that we get this thing up and running. So what we'll do is we'll take a quick break and we'll be back in just a second with the second half or the second round of this game.
I wanted to take my career to a higher level, so I searched for an MBA program that fits my schedule, that's accredited, and aligns with my Christian values. I found the perfect MBA at Faulkner University. Faulkner's MBA program consists of 10 5-week courses completely online, and the quality of instruction is excellent. Imagine how earning your MBA degree can help boost your career and get you to where you want to be. Visit faulkner.edu/advance to learn how you can get started.
Bless the corners of this house and be the lintel blessed. Bless the hearth and every board and each place of rest, and every door that opens wide to stranger as to kin, and every crystal window pane that lets the starlight in. At home, I'm going home for solace and safety, home where the world will not break me, home, never forsake me, take me home.
And welcome back. Thanks so much for being with us here on CSGO night or CS2 night. Still going to take a while for me to break the habit. I'm the guy that's like still in March writing last year's date.
Yeah.
So It's going to be a little while. The audience is just going to have to forgive me. I'm going to keep calling it CSGO. I mean to say CS2. So Counter-Strike 2, we have the second half coming up for you. So unfortunately, South Florida was able to take the first round. So we're going to see how the guys do in the second round, and they should be getting underway here in just a second. I believe that they're probably still warming up, but either way, we're going to go ahead and go to the game, see what's going on over there. Reminder to the audience that this is a best of 3 series. So even though Faulkner lost the first round, it doesn't mean that they're going to lose the whole game. We do have a couple more series. So tall hill to climb, you know, having to come back behind, play 2 matches, but hopefully the Eagles can pull off a win here against what seems to be, based on my observation, a very solid South Florida team. So let's go ahead and take a look inside their warm-ups and see how they're doing. Yeah, they are warming up. Now, it does have the warm-up counter there, but I doubt they're going to take the entire 12 minutes. And it's interesting that they're playing in Ancient. That's not one you see often in competitive play, and it's not one the guys have practiced much in. I don't know if it's because South Florida picked it or what, but it looks like they're going to be playing in Ancient, and this is a map that I'm going to be honest, I don't know a whole lot about. I don't play it very often. I don't see it played very often, but it's interesting that this is their pick. I may need to, if they're going to be playing this one more often. I believe Ancient wasn't even in the rotation last year. I believe they took out Dust 2 and put Ancient in. So we're seeing a new map this year that I don't know that we've ever played in an official game. So with the new map comes, of course, the issues of just having lowered map awareness, and a number of other issues can crop up with that. What are you seeing, Titus, on your end from the South Florida team that you like and think is sort of the key to their success as well?
I guess one of the things I see is not only do they tend to be able to play together very well, as like I can tell that they've put in a lot of practice with each other. They also have not only good use of guns and stuff like that, but also their grenades and decoys and stuff like that. They're able to play those very strategically. Yeah,
that's true. Their use of throwables and utility, very, very good. They're able to use it to its maximum effect. Although I have to say, even though I agree with you, and you can tell that this team is very practiced, I did see some things that I liked on that end from Faulkner, because they were using utility much more effectively than I've seen them use it in a while, with their use of smokes, with their placement of mollies. Now, you didn't get to see quite as much of it from the Faulkner team, just because the thing that people forget sometimes is the reason that a team isn't using it effectively is because they may not be able to afford it.
Yeah.
So that can be a big problem as well.
And winning helps to buy stuff, definitely.
Yes, it does. Just like in real life, money makes the world go round. So all right,
people say money can't buy happiness, but it can buy guns.
It can buy guns, and more importantly, diffusers, if you're on CP side. Okay, so knife round. Faulkner winds up taking that one. Hey, Mike, if you want, you can press Z and that'll turn auto direct on. All right, so Raptor and the guys getting ready for pistol round. But the terrorists have taken a time out. I wonder what the goal here is. I'm not sure. They may just be like throwing up something on base it.
When it showed the other team, I saw a new name too, Frog.
They can substitute between matches, so they may be putting in. That happens actually quite a bit with teams that are larger than ours. Now with us, we only have a couple of alts, but Other teams that are larger, especially at a big university like South Florida, they'll actually have multiple people on the team and will substitute people out. So they may have different players in this time.
Again with the animal names.
Yep. So CornPop gonna play the angle here, hoping to catch some of the T's on the other side. And they're going to throw flash, I believe, on the other side. I don't think that there's any Faulkner players on that side though, so I don't know that it matters. FolkHydra gets a headshot, and SuperDish gets one on Frog. So quickly, Faulkner has advantage.
Oh.
But unfortunately, CornPop is killed. And now it's down to Creed. By the way, I should mention I had the incorrect name at the beginning. Creed's actually playing as Lucid Magic in this one. So if you see Lucid, that's Creed. So Faulkner takes an early loss, loses pistol round, but hopefully they can set up their defenses a little more effectively in this one.
Like losing magic. Gonna keep this pistol.
Yep. Probably a good decision on it. That is the problem with CSGO, especially playing on defense, because CT relies so much on their money advantage that if they get behind on econ, that's becomes a much bigger challenge for them than it does the terrorists.
Yeah.
Their weapons are more expensive, so. Alright, and bomb has been planted, so oh no. Lucid Magic and FolkHydra both go down.
Very quick round.
Yeah. Didn't take long at all. Unfortunately.
Like FolkHydra bought him a bomb diffuser.
And a shotgun.
Interesting pick.
It makes people's heads explode.
Don't take multiple hits to kill that.
Well, it can if you hit center of mass and they're wearing body armor, but yeah, pretty much other than that. You just have to get that one good shot in. Alright, and smoke over by SuperDish. The other team trying to sneak in here. Come on, Dish. Playing blind here. Just starts firing into the ether, but unfortunately that gives his position away, and they know where he is. So, very effective use of smoke there by the other team. Now, like I said before, I don't know as much about Ancient, but it seems as though one of the reasons they're able to win this round so quickly is because the Faulkner team doesn't seem to have a real good understanding of the angles in this map, which again, if they haven't practiced on it much, that's to be expected. I'm surprised they didn't try to go for either Vertigo or Mirage or Inferno, which are the maps they're more familiar with. I don't know, maybe this was, I would guess that this was South Florida's. Oh man, and FolkHydra just peaks at the wrong time there. Ends up in a win for South Florida.
We sure could use a win right about now.
Yeah. So you're seeing the difference as well in econ, because you're looking at South Florida, whose utility is pretty full, whereas Faulkner's is pretty bare. Having those 4 wins in a row makes a really big difference. In fact, they have so many rifles that they actually dropped the ones they had from the last round in favor of more powerful weapons.
Must be nice.
Yep. So Frog gonna try to set his crosshair, try to catch somebody, but when they're right now. Gonna molly.
Almost mollied himself.
Yeah. It was a very short molly, but I think he just saw one of the Eagles hanging out around here. Oh, and catches Dish a little bit. It doesn't do enough damage to kill, but does get the kill right there. Very aggressive play by him. Kind of surprised that he went for it so fast. Oh, and unfortunately, Rose is able to plant the bomb. That's gonna mean extra money for him. Yeah. All right, and they're off. Looks like the terrorists are going to have almost everybody go B, but have one person just make some noise around mid. Oh, and it works. They actually are able to bait the Eagles from mid off of them, which means that it's going to be harder for them to rotate. All right, they have op. Gonna smoke, but the smoke actually, ironically, is working in Faulkner's favor right now, obscuring their position. And he fires but misses. But it doesn't look like it's gonna matter much if the bomb does get planted. And they are able to trade there, but Faulkner already at a big numbers disadvantage. Raptor is going to swing around here. SuperDish going to try to cause some noise to draw him out, but unfortunately they go for Raptor instead of Dish. Dish's bait didn't work. And Frog able to take out the last Eagle in this round. Not sure what just happened there. That may just be an issue with the game being new, but I don't know if you saw at the very end of that round, all the weapons just started flying everywhere. I think maybe bomb went off and that's what caused that. See, one of the disadvantages to us being in the booth like we are right now is with our system, we actually can't hear game audio. Like, I know you guys at home can, but we actually can't. So I can't tell if bomb went off or not.
Although we do get to see where everyone is at the map.
That's true. We do have the advantage. It'd be really nice if you could tell where all of your opponents were in the map. That would be a big strategic advantage. All right, CornPop gonna slide around here to the side. And it looks like, oh, they are able to take off one of the defenders. Ah, man, it's just a shame. He came so close to killing him there. And he does finish the job, but at the expense of his own life. See, if he had taken him, he may have gotten 2 kills there, but unfortunately they were able to rush him at the same time. All right, so he's trying to plant.
CornPop with the kill.
CornPop kills him on the plant. Gonna throw smoke. So now Faulkner has control of bomb, and it's a 1v1. Faulkner only has to last another 45 seconds. If CornPop can hold him at bay, this is going to be at, oh wait, he's going for bomb. There he is. Now he's going to run away. He's going to rotate to the other. He has bomb, so he's going to rotate to the other side of the map. Going to try to set up a plant somewhere else. So CornPop, can he? Yep, I think he. Well, I say that. I don't think he's figured that out yet. Wow, he made it all the way to the other side with not much time left. That was impressive. Alright, so Frog trying to set up, but he's only at 40 health, so if CornPop catches him off guard, he should be able to kill him pretty easily and defuse bomb. The question is, oh, he's going to fake defusing. Try to draw him out. Pop's got to play this smart. Oh no, darn it.
Caught him from behind.
Yeah. CornPop just had to guess what direction he was going to come from and unfortunately guessed wrong. Man, that's a real shame. I think his problem was he held back and didn't... He probably should have kept an eye on bomb a little bit more closely, like he shouldn't have given that much cushion. I know what he was trying to do was try to bait him into grabbing bomb to where he could hit him, but the use of smoke was able to throw him off from that, so... the smarter play would have been to play bomb a little bit closer, in my opinion. But
good use of a grenade right there.
Yep. And now Faulkner down to a 4v5. Can they do something here? Oh no. Bomb has been planted. Oh, and SuperDish gets the kill. And exchanging some fire right there. Oh, and gets the kill on SuperDish. Yeah, Dish did the best that he could trying to hold out there, but with the 3v1, it's really hard to get anything done. And here they come. Coming towards A site. And it looks like they're going to go B this time instead. They throw flash. Oh no, smoke. I'm sorry. I saw the arc. I was thinking that flash. And they plant.
Good use of smoke right there.
Very good use of smoke. Generally speaking, smoking your bomb plant, not a bad idea. Oh, and they're able to get one kill on South Florida. Now it's a 3v3, and unfortunately, they do get the kill on Rose and Frog, but CornPop goes down. So now they just got to defuse. FolkHydra is not a loser. He got a diffuser. And that's going to be a win for the Eagles. So Faulkner gets a win for that last round. Gonna swing around here to A.
Like everybody on our team got a diffuser.
Yeah, generally speaking, especially in these later rounds, you get to the point to where you have enough econ for everybody to get one. Some people may, if they feel like they can help the team more by getting something else, they might do that, but... Oh, and SuperDish. Oh, not good. Well, they're able to get the kill on SuperDish, unfortunately. I thought SuperDish had them there, but they turned the tables on him. Alright, CornPop gonna misses with off actually.
Yeah, he was at a 1v5. Was hard to win.
Yeah, not a whole lot you can do. I know he really wanted to save off there, but he was kind of pinned down.
One of the things I like about this game is the different knife and the skin for them.
Yeah, some of the knives are really cool. I'm a big fan of that. You're gonna boost here. And kind of fighting blind. Frog's gonna molly. So they're trying to make a lot of noise on B, but they actually have one of their guys trying to pull everybody from A. They've done really well in making these diversions. So they take CornPop, which is really unfortunate. Captain is down. That means it's up to the remaining players to win this, and they kind of walked into a buzzsaw there. Walked into a whole bunch of the CTs all at the same, or a bunch of the Ts all at the same time. Plant, and now they only have one player left. So Creed, Creed was, I think, got a little bit tunnel vision there. He was focusing on the elevated position, but because of that, he did not check his 10 o'clock. That wound up costing him. It's a shame too, because he was actually in a good position to at least get one, but just did not catch that out of his peripheral. Alright, Raptor gonna move to help CornPop in this firefight. And Folk gonna hold that position right there. Wisely thinking that they might stick around.
Was able to get a few hits on Pelican.
Uh-oh. His incendiary grenade winds up bouncing off the wall. I don't think that's what he meant to do. Yep, there we go. Wow, he's got to be at like 99 damage. All right, well, able to get that kill pretty quickly because he had to be at like 1 health. All right, and 2 kills for RapterKlaw, but unfortunately is taken out by the side. All right, so now we switch. Faulkner now on the terrorist side of the equation. Let's see how they do on
our
this
turn to have the bomb.
Let's see how the Eagles handle offense on Ancient. Ooh, CornPop taking some early damage, but they're able to get the kill on Ostrich. And able to take, ton of damage on Rose. He's got to be at like 2% at this point. Yep, and gets the kill there. Faulkner looking good in this pistol round so far. Except now CornPop's in a 1v2 and winds up dying by elimination. Really unfortunate.
Now South Florida just needs one more win and they win.
Yep, it is match point. Can the Eagles stay alive? Now, same situation in CSGO. I have seen a team in CSGO come back from like a 14-1 deficit, so weirder things have happened, but this is not going to be easy. The Eagles have to do something drastic here to keep themselves alive. And it looks like the CTs are getting their defenses set up, jumping on top of a sign. That's a bit of a bizarre setup. CornPop gonna throw Molly here and actually damage a SuperDish in the process. SuperDish already at heavy damage. Oh no, comes out of smoke at exactly the wrong time. Frog was just sitting there waiting for someone to do that. So some playful knife fighting among friends. And they defuse bomb and are able to win it for the Bulls. So unfortunately, Faulkner not able to pull off a win here. That's going to be game for the evening. So thanks so much for being with us this evening. That final score going to be South Florida 2, Faulkner 0. But we'll be back in just a minute with the post-game show and an interview from one of the players. So we'll be back in just one moment.
Did you know that 100% of Faulkner's computer science graduates
since 2014 have found jobs
in their fields within 6 months of graduating?
It's a great time to be a computer scientist. Everyone is walking around with a computer in their pocket in the form of a smartphone, and it takes software developers to make those things work.
I built church websites, and through the training and instruction that I received from Faulkner, I was able to go right into my career after graduation.
It laid a solid foundation for what you need to know.
I'm getting a lot of hands-on experience within my field, and also they're just giving me a wide variety of options of things that I might want to pursue in the future.
In the state of Alabama alone, there are over 4,000 tech-related jobs available. And the preparation that you receive at Faulkner University will allow you to go to work almost anywhere as a software developer. It's a great time to be a Faulkner Eagle, and it's a great time to be a computer scientist. I hope you'll come and join us.
And welcome back, everybody. Thank you so much for being with us here on Counter-Strike 2 night. We just finished up a match against the University of South Florida Bulls, and we're here with the captain of the CS2 team, CornPop. Thanks so much for being with us, Cole. Yeah, so it's got you gotta tap. Right. All right, now we can hear you.
Still working on the mic. No, yeah, it was overall a good start into the season. Wasn't what we were hoping on. Interesting map pick by Florida, but we try to make it work, but they knew what they were doing when they picked Ancient. They had good lineups with smokes, very aggressive on offense and defense. They figured us out once Nuke was over, which Nuke was just as bad. We just couldn't get anything going on offense, sadly, but yeah, not bad.
That was actually one of the first things that I was planning on asking you about. We talked about it a little bit during the break. Ancient is not one that y'all have practiced on much, so I guess y'all just didn't think to ban that one because that one doesn't get picked much in competitive play.
Yeah, we were just used to the typical everybody bans Ancient and Nubis and just goes for the common stock, but that was our mistake. We usually ban Ancient first, but we banned Anubis by mistake, not knowing they would actually go for Ancient, so that was a big surprise.
Yeah, well, catching those surprises can be something that, you know, they kind of pulled it out from under you, but you did with Nuke. I noticed one of the things, y'all don't go outside very often on Nuke, and when you did, you could tell it was something that y'all hadn't practiced as much. Is that something you guys plan on working on before the next game, is working on your outside game with Nuke?
For sure. During a few of our practices, we will test out outside pistol round, and if they only have one guy out there, we'll use that as much to our advantage as we can. But we started to notice they would just put an op on B ramp, and it's tough rushing that kind of ramp when you have either corners with an op.
Right, because it's just such a wide open space.
Exactly, and any util can just slow you down on that. So we saw that outside was a better opportunity since they just left it for us to use, which we do on defense also.
Right.
We just couldn't pull through on any of these sites when we took outside.
Yeah, so another thing that I wanted to ask you about is you did have the one round you were able to win in Ancient. What was the keys to success there, and what do you plan on taking from that to be able to use in the future?
Yeah, we started to play a little bit slower and let them take the angles, or we took the angles and let them rush those, and that worked for that round at least. So we're going to start focusing on slow game and fast game, inner switch. That's what they were doing on Nuke. They played a slow game on defense, and then a new Ancient, they sped it up and just were rushing really badly, and it worked, and then we caught on that one last round, and then they switched it up again. So it's just a little bit of a mind game with knowing to switch up and keep going the same strats.
Speaking of that, I noticed that when you guys were on CT, one of the things that they would do very often when they were playing on Anubis, they were probably doing some in Nuke, but it's harder to read on Nuke, is they would actually send, when they were on the T side, send one guy in to a bomb site and then just make an appearance and then kind of like run away. So what you do is pull two people and just have one person, and that person would usually die, but they were basically distracting two players for the price of one. And so that seemed to be a very effective strategy.
Exactly. As well. Yeah. We've been trying to work on that. Some of the guys in there, I've been trying to help out with different roles we need to play as a team. We're slowly getting there. As you can see on Nuke, we had a little bit of trouble trying to take B ramp. Everybody's trying to get their each role. Entry fragger, like you were talking about, is very important to know the situation of defenders on each side. So we're working on that as well.
Okay. Well, thanks so much for being with us and taking a little time to talk to us about what's going on behind the scenes. That, of course, is CornPop. Cole Armstrong, who is the captain of the Counter-Strike 2 team. I said Counter-Strike, or I said CSGO like 30 times during the podcast. I'm still adjusting.
It's a tough switch.
So it's not just you guys.
No.
It's also an adjustment for us broadcasters. But we do appreciate it, and hopefully, even though this obviously isn't the kind of game that you want to have, you use it as a learning opportunity
for sure.
and move on. And we look forward to seeing what you guys do for the rest of the season.
Definitely.
So that's going to be it for us this evening. Did want to let you go ahead and know about the next broadcast that we have coming down the pipe. First of all, we have Rocket League on Monday, which is going to occur at 6 p.m. against Western University Mustangs. And even though it's going to be happening on Tuesday, I did want to go ahead and announce that we did just today get our League of Legends schedule in. So we will be posting that to social media soon. We do actually have a schedule for League of Legends finally. Their season is goofy. It starts a little bit later. But we will have coverage for those games as well, and that's going to be 7:30 on Tuesdays and Thursdays from here on out. We'll get you the full official schedule, and you can do that. You can see that on any of our social media platforms, Facebook, Twitter, or I guess it's X now. X, if that's what you prefer. And then also Instagram, and you can check out our schedule, of course, as always, at FaulknerEagles.com. So you can look at all those, and then our next Counter-Strike 2 game is actually going to be against Wayne State, so we'll be playing the Warriors next time.
Big deal.
Yep. So that'll be fun, and hopefully we can come up with a good strategy that will be able to counter them. That's going to be on Friday, and that is October the 13th. So it'll be hopefully that ends in some good luck for us. It's going to be on Friday the 13th. But that's going to be it for us this evening. The final score again was South Florida 2, Faulkner nothing. Special thanks to everybody that was helping out tonight. To Michael Johnston, who I have to give a big gold star to, because we're dealing with a completely new game. Even I don't know how to run it, and he was running production for us behind the scenes and doing a fantastic job of keeping us on the air, even though that was extremely difficult at times. So big thank you to him for keeping everything running smoothly this evening. Of course, my broadcast partner, Titus King, that was generous with his time on a Friday night and gave that up to be here with us and help me out with commentary. Of course, Caleb. Of course, I'm your head coach, Caleb Colquitt, doing the play-by-play. That's going to be it for us this evening. Again, check back in with us on Monday at 6 p.m. for our next broadcast, and that is going to be against Western University. We're playing the Mustangs in Rocket League, so be sure to catch that. Until then, stay the course, friends.
The preceding broadcast was an official presentation of Faulkner University. It may not be redistributed without the express written consent of the Faulkner University Athletic Department. Regitar USA High-Res Arena is sponsored by Regitar USA. The national anthem was performed by the Faulkner University Chorus. If you would like to learn more about the Faulkner Esports program, visit our official website at FaulknerEagles.com or follow us on Discord, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and Instagram for all the latest news and events. Thank you for watching, and soar Eagles!